Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you my Mosaic Embossed Box. So it is just a basic box, but look at all that embossing on it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, my cat agrees as well. I've obviously added a little bit of the DSP as well. And to be honest, when I made this, I had no intention of using the whole suite. I did in the end, and it wasn't intentional, but I just love it. I absolutely love it. I love this bit of DSP just showing off, and obviously I've just trimmed that little pattern out of the DSP and it just fit perfectly on the side of the box. A really good size, so you could fit some really good nice goodies in there, and I think as well that the fact that it's soft suede means that you can use it for a mail as well. You don't have to add the flower, but I just wanted to add a little bit of bling to it because it just looked a bit plain otherwise. But yeah, I love it. I really am pleased with it. The ridiculous thing is, it's been so hot whilst I've been filming. Obviously this is coming out to sort of weeks after this heat wave has hit, but I came to it this morning to film and the lid had actually come unstuck and it's tear and tape. It's that hot that the tear and tape just didn't decide to stick, so I've had to re-stick that this morning. Anyway, let's go on and make this fab box because I love it. So to start off with then, for the base of the box, and as I said, it is a very simple box. You just need a piece of cardstock. Please be quiet, pussycat. I know it's hot, my boy, but you know, these things happen. Okay, so the base of your box, your cardstock needs to be 9 by 7 inches, which is 23 by 18 centimetres. And then we're simply scoring at 2 inches on all 4 sides, and that's 5 centimetres. So on all 4 sides, bosh, done. Okay, move that out of the way. And then we're going to fold and burnish, and as I said, it is just a basic box, so there's no trickery to it or anything like that. We're just making a box. Okay, so fold and burnish, and then as you know, we're then going to go in and cut some wedges out of the 4 corners to create our tabs. And like I said, we're just going to do all 4 corners. You know, if it's not the dogs barking, it's the cat meowing. Ridiculous. I did actually leave the dogs downstairs with the window open and the back door open. My gate is locked, don't worry. Because the leaves were blowing along the road, my dog thought it would be okay to keep barking. So I had to shut the window and the door. And they're now in my daughter's bedroom with the fan blowing on them while they sit in the window. So they may very well give us some tellings shortly, but hopefully not. So yeah, so I'm just popping tear and tape, hoping it will stick. Again, whatever adhesive suits. And then so pop those on there, and then as you know, before we make it all up, we need to stick our panels on. So here we have, so it's the beautiful Mosaic 3D embossing folder that I used. Look at that, isn't it just beautiful? And it's actually got, I don't know if you can see, let me get some cards, see if that will work. I don't know if it will pick it up, but the squares have actually got texture to them. I think you might be able to see there. The squares have got texture to them, so they actually look like proper brickwork. Let me move that. So can you see on this one? I'm hoping it will focus. Yeah, look at the texture on the. I just think that is just such attention to detail. It's fabulous. So we have very vanilla panels that are 4 3/4 by 1 3/4. That's 12.5 by 4.5, and we need 2 of those, and these are for these long sides here. And then we need 2 for the other side, or the other ends, shall we say. That's not very straight. And these are 2 3/4 by 1 3/4, and that is 7.5 by 4.5 centimetres. And then these embossed layers are all a quarter of an inch smaller, or half a centimetre smaller. So your longer ones now, and obviously I cut them, then embossed them. These delightful embossed snails run out. Is it going to be one of those days? I do hope not. But luckily it takes 2 seconds to change the snail. So she says, so your embossed panels are 4.5 by 1.5, and in centimetres that is 12 by 4. Again, 2 of those needed. And then our other 2 ends, these will be 2.5 by 1.5, or 7 by 4 centimetres. And so that is the box base done. So all we need to do now is build the box up. So we're just going to take the backing off the tear and tape. Those will go to there, and then this side, and then we can make the lid up. As I say, if you wanted to use wet glue you could do, it might stick a bit better, and you can just put those pegs or clips on to hold it in place. So there's the base all ready. I'm going to pop that to one side and we'll do the lid. So as you know, we need a little bit of a shim for the lid, and I'm actually just going to grab a scrap of cardstock out of my bin. So floaty flamingo. So we're going to score the lid, which is 7 by 5 inches, which is 18 by 13 centimetres, and we're going to score at 1 inch, behave, 1 inch, oh my goodness, on all 4 sides. And that's obviously 2.5 centimetres. There we go. Got there in the end. And then, as you know, we're just doing exactly the same again for the lid. Cutting those wedges out of the corners just the same as we do. And then we're back to our panels again. So we'll take that away, stick some tear and tape onto these little tabs. It's going to be a tough choice to decide which colour I like best, I think, here, because I think they both look good. Okay, so our top panels. So we're going back to a very vanilla, and this one is 4 3/4 by 2 3/4, and that's 12.5 by 7.5. And then our embossed panel, which is 4.5 by 2.5 inches, and that is 12 by 7 centimetres. And that just sits on the middle. And then I've got my DSP as well, so I've gone with this pretty pattern this time. And I'm just going to snail these on. So these long ones are 4 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch. And that will be 12.5 by 2 centimetres. And then these two shorter ones are 2 3/4 by 3/4, and that's 7.5 by 2 centimetres. And then we just need to add our last little bit, so 1 inch circle punch just to take some notches out of the side here. And yeah, I'm just eyeballing this, I'm not measuring. And then I've got some Spare Very Vanilla here, my crushed curry stamp, and my memorable Mosaic stamp, sending all happy wishes your way. And that's just be stamped on in crushed curry. Ooh, bit of an ombre effect going on there. That was not done on purpose, but I like it. And then my timeless label punch. Oh, I've done that too small, haven't I? Let's just do the good old-fashioned sticky note trick and just line that up. Pop that out, get rid of that, and where are my dimensionals? Hiding under my stamp. And then I want some ribbon. This beautiful mint macaron textile ribbon, I think it's called. When I was writing my blog, I just kept getting it wrong. I was calling it textured, and I think I was getting mixed up with the textured weave ribbon that we have. Crazy, crazy. Right, so I'm going to use some glue dots now, and I literally just want to pop one just there to kind of hold it together and in place. And then I'm going to pop a couple more on the back, if it will stick. There we go. Onto the box. And then my dimensionals are going really close to the edge, just so that the space for that ribbon. I could have used the smaller ones, to be honest, but you know, why make life easy? And then just pop this on. So that's just going to sit where those glue dots were. And then I've got my flower faceted gems. Oh, now this is the decision, isn't it? Yellow or red? Yellow or red? I'm going to go with the Cajun Craze, I think it is. Yeah, let's go with that one. And then I just need to make this lid up. Can't wait to see what this one looks like. Can't wait, can't wait. And as you remember, when I make my lids, I'll do one end first and then I'll do the other end on the box. This is particularly advisable for this one because you've got quite a bit of thickness going on here. I mean, I know we use the shim and that will help, but with that little bit of embossing it might just be a bit thicker than normal. So let's pop that in there. Make sure it's all sat snugly. Fold those over. Press the top of the box down so that it's sitting squarely. And then there it is. My lovely mosaic. And obviously just when you're putting the lid on, just make sure that these don't sort of catch as well, because that's a tendency when you've done those little side punches. There we go. Done. Oh, crumbs. I actually don't know which is my favourite. I love them both. Hope you like it. Hope it's given you some ideas to use your embossing folders in a slightly different way. Don't forget you can buy the whole bundle, the whole suite as one item in the catalogue. And if you don't have a catalogue, let me know. Again, I can only send to the UK, France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands. Unfortunately, I can't send them anywhere else. But if you don't have one and you would like one, then just contact me. Hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you all again soon.